But you got to watch these new age nurses. They come in here with bodysuits on and all kind of stuff. You're like, who you nursing for? I don't believe in all that. Don't you bring me nothing. You bring me nothing with a tight bodysuit on. What are you? Who you? Don't you know you serving the man or woman of God?
Shout out to Joy 105 for giving us something to talk about this evening. Now let's get into what you should and shouldn't wear to church. I've done a video on it before, yes. But this one's going to be just a little bit different because I was more so focused on the tight clothes. Maybe even your skirt being a little bit too short. But I want to focus on another area that I feel like a lot of us women are missing when we leave on Sunday to go to the church. This is one thing that we don't pay a lot of attention to. And I want to bring it to your attention in case you're missing it. So let's get into what this pastor said. And then I am going to give commentary on more of what we need to focus on before we step out the door on Sunday morning. Before we get to the clips, do me a favor. Like the video, so other people can join the conversation, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
I did say that because Easter fell on first Sunday. Y'all know we used to being in our uniforms and all of that, but because it fell on first Sunday, y'all don't have to do all of that. Just wear your look clothes or whatever. So the greeters don't have to put on all of the greeter clothes, and the nurses don't have to wear all white and they hat. I still like an old-fashioned nurse. I want to see all white with a little hat every now and then. I want to see white gloves and white stockings. I love it all. And give me them white nurse shoes. Y'all remember them shoes? I like it all. Oh, that's holy. That's holy. I like it. I like it. That's holy. But you got to watch these new age nurses. They come in here with bodysuits on and all kind of stuff. You're like, who you nursing for? I don't believe in all that. Don't you bring me nothing. You bring me nothing with a tight bodysuit on. What are you? Who you? Don't you know you serving the man or woman of God? And you can't look any kind. Okay, you know what? Let me. That's for another day. I'm sorry. For another day. Because I'm old school. I believe if you're ministering and if you singing, you should look a certain way. You up here singing. What's going on with you? How you singing with a onesie on? We worship you. You ain't worshiping nothing.
We're supposed to give him all the glory, but we don't have to show it all. Amen. 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 It's skim tight. It's giving skims.
Present your body. I know they don't like me. I'm sorry. They don't like me. Baby, I'll tell them in a minute, you ain't singing today. I don't like that. That's just too distracted. You cannot draw the attention away from the people of God.
Get ready with us to go to church. To know me is to know that I am not that modest like I once was, but today we're going to get it right for Jesus. When I say covered, I mean covered. This is a top that I bought from JCPenney's many years ago. It was actually a floor-length dress that I got turned into a vest. Now, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. I will not wear this fitted to church, but I just want to let you know what it can do. I just want you to see the blessings of God. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for God today.
And I'm wearing, like I said, H&M top to bottom, and my Possulism glasses from Australia that I got. And I'm wearing my new bag, my new Coach bag.
Now, when y'all get y'all other pastor, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. But as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord the right way. Amen. Because I don't think nothing wrong with being respectful. I might as well come up here and preach in a tank top then. Let me go on and put a tank top on and see how much you pay attention. You see what I'm saying? So it's certain things you just have to, you understand, get a grip of it, and I tell folk in a minute, and if you want to do what you want to do, then you need to have a seat.
I stumbled upon that last clip while I was making this video, and we're going to get into that. But let me just tell you what I was going to address first and foremost. While I've talked about the short dresses, skirts, and all of that. You saw that in the clip. I've also talked about maybe dresses being too tight and inappropriate. What I haven't discussed is the undergarments that should be under the dresses or the pants. Because sometimes, we shop on Temu and Shein, and their clothes can be a little bit thin. And even, maybe Fashion Nova and some other websites that we get our clothes from. Maybe you went into the department store and you bought this outfit that you thought was going to be banging and you could wear it to church. And it probably is. The thing is, you're not wearing the right undergarments under those clothes. The lines of your drawers, or your underwear should not be showing. That's why back in the day we used to wear slips. I miss that time. And sometimes we got a little extra going on as we age. And some of us, we got a little extra going on just because it ain't got nothing to do with age. Maybe we eating a little bit too much and we got a little fluffy in some areas. They have things that will snatch all that together and smooth all of that out. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to be ashamed of your curves and your humps and your lumps and your creases and all that. I got a few of them myself. I'm just simply saying that it looks a lot better when you have on the right undergarments, especially when you're wearing stuff that may be a little bit too thin or even a little bit too white. So when I thought about the ushers and nurses, I thought about the white garments that they wear. I thought that this would be a good time to have a conversation about what to put under those outfits. The nurses' outfits, the usher outfits, but also just your regular clothes that may need that extra support, okay? And so I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm not judging. I just feel like there are a lot of women who are not really aware of what they look like from behind or what the legs look like, or sometimes even what the front of us look like. And so going to get those, what do they call those, fajas and Spanx and all of that? Go get them. You only in church for a good 2 hours. You should be able to endure for 2 hours, okay? Now let me go ahead and get to this last video. Somebody wanted me to speak on how men are supposed to dress in the church. I haven't seen many men dress real crazy, but the pants be a little bit too tight sometimes. But I thought this video was a good example because you have two men who clearly, feel like they might be something else. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know them personally. And one of them doesn't have a shirt under his suit jacket and he's going to church like that. Now, he did say in the video that he did not come prepared to go to church. But you can find a shirt from somebody. Like the pastor said, if I wore a tank top up in the pulpit, you'd be looking at me kind of strange. That's how it feels when you're in the congregation and you're walking around and all your stuff is jiggling and wiggling and you can see through your stuff. We see what kind of underwear you got on, what color they are. We know where the line begins and where the line stops. All of those things matter. And then when you got a man coming up in there with his bare chest out, I don't know what church he going to, but quite honestly, you saw how that the usher came and gave that woman a napkin or a handkerchief to put over her legs. Yeah, he would be tying it around his neck. It's inappropriate. And that's why the come as you are statement, which has nothing to do with what we're wearing and more to do with our heart posture, whether you a sinner or whatever you going through, God don't care nothing about that. He wants you to come to him anyway. Well, I think when we brought that into the ideal of clothing, people start getting out of hand. You give an inch, folks will take a mile. Unless your suit jacket button to your throat, you need to have on a shirt. That's what I think about the men. And I gave y'all my opinion on the women. Now let me know what you think about this conversation in the comments below, because that's what I'm here for.